This is Roosevelt Guest with Auto Networking. We're here outside of Phoenix, Arizona with Chrysler on the new ride and drive for the new Chrysler PT Cruiser Convertible. And you get a 2-for-1 today from the engineering department. We have Dennis Krozek. Dennis, welcome
Hello.
to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Paul Scapini, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk about our product.
Let's talk a little bit about the PT Cruiser Convertible. Gentlemen, what started the phenomenon, I guess, to the idea of you having a convertible, since I know the sedan was so successful? Dennis?
Yes, we had some internet research conducted that basically begged us to build this vehicle, and that internet research was 2 years ago, and from the overwhelming response of that initial research and other studies we've done, it was clear it was time for a convertible.
And Paul, you were initially involved with the sedan itself. When you saw the sedan, did you figure we had to have a convertible?
Well, it was a natural. When you look at the sedan and you look at what the people like to do, the customers like to do to the product, it was truly unnatural to look for a derivative that would excite the marketplace. And quite frankly, the versatility of the sedan made it an ideal candidate to throw a convertible out there in the marketplace.
How hard was it to sell upper management on the idea of a convertible?
You know, in all honesty, it sold itself. I think, as Dennis alluded to, with the internet poll that was taking place and the overwhelming response that received, upper management realized it was a natural for the marketplace, and it was really a cakewalk, in all honesty, to get this one through the system. It sold itself, quite truthfully.
And from an engineering standpoint, when you talk about convertibles, you always talk about safety. What were some of the major challenges you saw in terms of, I guess, maintaining the style and design of the original Cruiser?
Yes, what's important to the PT customer is that the styling stay as cool as possible. In addition, that we maintain the versatility of the sedan in a convertible. We also wanted to make sure that the comfort, the handling, and the structure of the vehicle was just rock solid. And that was one of our primary objectives in this program, is to make sure that when it came out, that the problems inherent to convertible vehicles, like vehicle noise, vibration, and shake, were eliminated in this design. And from a safety standpoint, we have very aggressive objectives from a safety and an impact performance standpoint that we wanted to meet on this vehicle too. And both on all fronts, we think we have an outstanding design right now on this vehicle.
Did you have to come up with any new technologies to put this project together?
Well, we took advantage of a lot of high-strength steel, so when you look at this vehicle, and actually the cutaway we have here is a perfect example, where you can show that we utilized high-strength steel, we used some hydroform beams, we used some different gauged material, tailor-welded blanks as we like to call them, where you can actually vary the gauge thickness within one panel, and that of course gave us the ability then to get the shake characteristics, to get the actual structure we needed to give the sound ride that I think you'll agree perceived itself that way on the road today.
And how long did it take from the initial go to getting this car in the marketplace?
I think we were kicked off. We had the official green light just about 2 years ago. So it was really less than 2 years from kickoff to actually what you see before you today, the cars that you've been driving.
And you chose to go with turbos. You have two versions of turbos. Why two versions of a turbo?
Well, we wanted to give the customer what he was looking for. We like to call it our V6 surrogate. So we were able to give the customer, those that wanted the high-end performance, we were able to give them the 220 horsepower turbo. And then for those that wanted to have some fun, have a solid feel below them, but yet get the fuel economy that's more, I guess, more advantageous, we gave them the 180. So we offer them really a couple choices that will fit into their lifestyle and what they're looking to do.
Now, I noticed in the design you have something on the unit that looks like a roll bar for safety, but it's not a roll bar for safety. Why didn't you go with a roll bar?
What we have on the vehicle as a design cue is what's called a sport bar. The sport bar is to make the vehicle look cool, but we found in extensive wind tunnel testing that we could also make it functional. In other words, we could vary the sport bar in a way by its height, its angle, and its aerodynamic profile to redirect the airflow over the vehicle, over the rear passengers, and that became a very functional and important attribute to convertible vehicles, because conventional convertible vehicles without a sport bar incur turbulence in the rear seating area, which makes sitting in that area uncomfortable to some degree for customers. As far as its structure, it is a structural member of the vehicle, but it presently isn't certified as for rollover protection.
From a safety standpoint, what are some of the features you have in this particular unit?
Well, again, it comes back to the side impact beams on the doors, obviously for structural integrity and for impact. We use a lot of structural foam in the hinge pillar areas and the D-tube that the lower sill piece that I had alluded to. Our back seat on each side, we actually have impact foam behind our trim panel, which gives our rear occupants protection. And of course, we offer the optional side airbags for the front seat passengers as well. So I think between those features, we give them plenty of safety and a car that we can be proud of and people can feel safe driving.
Great. Gentlemen, thanks for taking the time to be on the show. This is Roosevelt Gist again with Auto Network. We're here outside of gorgeous Phoenix, and it's not raining today, fortunately, so we did drop the top. And as always, please buckle up, don't drink and drive, and I'll see you next time.